Trip, you did it again.
Wait a minute. Wait a minute.
Welcome back to Lip Squeeze Pie with your girl Keela. And Trey is not here this week, you guys. She had something to do. So, unfortunately, she will be missing out on this opportunity to get to know this lovely guest that we have this week. I know she's a little nervous, but it's okay. We don't bite. We do not bite. So, I'm going to let you go ahead and introduce yourself.
Okay.
All right. Go on.
I'm Dia.
Uh-huh.
What else?
Just okay, Dia. Okay. All right, Dia. You want to tell us a little bit about yourself?
Oh, let's see.
You're a rope instructor, possibly?
I teach rope. I do teach rope. I don't like the word rope instructor.
Oh, okay. Tell
But
us.
I do teach rope.
Okay.
I am a switch, and so BDSM is part of my life, and shibari just happened to be something that I lucked up into.
You lucked up into it.
Yeah, I saw this really pretty picture.
Okay.
And this lady had on this dress made completely of rope.
Wow.
That's what I said. And I was like, yeah, I can do that. And I can definitely wear that.
Okay.
And after that, it was history. It's like, yeah, I'm going to need to make all of that. And then some of this. And then when they added in hog ties and all of this other stuff, I was like, yeah, we can definitely have some fun with this.
Okay, so you typically enjoy tying up other people versus being tied up yourself?
Actually, no, I enjoy both.
Okay.
Tying, however, being the one on the other end of the rope just doesn't happen as often.
Okay. So when you seen this, like, where did you go to find someone that taught you about this? Or were you already in lifestyle?
Yes.
Or you were?
Yes.
Okay, so our people that's been listening, y'all already been learning about this. We've been talking. We done talked to Sir Knight. He already done came on here and then gave them the rundown about BDSM and what it is and all the dom, fem, and subs and this, that, and the third. So if y'all ain't listen to that, I need y'all to stop, go back, hear that, then come back over here to this episode. All right, so you was already in the lifestyle. So where did you find someone to teach you? Like, did you already know them or you went looking for someone new?
So I actually taught myself. Self-taught. I, at the time, currently, all that good stuff, had this pretty amazing person who knew all about all of these other stuff. And so he has this thing about YouTube. So he's like, babe, just YouTube it. And I'm like, bet. Everything's on YouTube. And so I taught myself how to tie.
Did you teach on yourself or did you have someone to practice on?
No, I practice a lot on myself. I do a lot of self-ties. Most of the pictures that I post and I show are of self-ties. It wasn't until, I want to say, maybe this year or so, I started tying people, like other people, and posting those. But I learned on me. I tied me.
Okay.
Yes, and I had a mannequin.
You had a mannequin.
Yes.
Okay. Wow, that's exciting.
It was a Mother's Day present.
Oh, wow, that's a great gift.
It was actually. It really was.
Came in handy. So when you finally was able to tie someone else in person, were you nervous?
Actually, no, I was more excited because I really get to test the strength of the rope.
Okay.
In BDSM, I'm what you call a sadomasochist.
Okay.
And so the masochistic side enjoys the pain. And so it's like, on me, I can tie to myself extremes. However, on other people, you have to learn their limits
Okay.
where you can't tie, and all of that other stuff. So I was excited.
Okay. So from learning from YouTube, were you nervous about any of the information not being true or something going wrong?
Not really. So I'm kind of anal when it comes to just taking information off of YouTube. I had to do some more research and digging.
Okay.
And then my husband would buy me books.
Oh.
And so it was more than just YouTube, but yeah.
Okay. So do he let you tie him up?
We're getting there. We're getting there.
Okay, that's exciting. I don't think I've actually seen a man tied up before.
Oh, I've tied some more. I've had a few tied here or there.
Wow. So with this, I know there's a big community out there that are looking for people that does this, and also other kinks and like, what is it? The pay pigs or something, or the what you like? There's so much stuff out there, and I don't know if you
Pay
heard.
pigs?
Yeah, I've heard of that where they just want you to go to the ATM and take all their money.
Yes.
So with that, like, have you made money from this?
So yes, I just started doing shows recently.
Okay.
But like now I'm starting to do like personal ties and couple ties and stuff like that. So it's starting to bring a little bit of profit.
Okay, so how do you like come up with prices for that? Do you just like Google like what is the going rate, or you just come up with what you think is a good rate?
No, so my rate is just my rate.
Okay. Okay.
It's just my rate. It's what I feel like is reasonable for my time and my effort.
Okay.
And so I'm teaching you something, so yeah.
So for
just my
this,
rate.
how long is the session typically? How long does it last?
An hour.
Okay, so it's an hour. So that's from starting to you can sit with it on, and once that hour's up, then you come out.
Well, you can stay in or out of it as long as you'd like.
Okay.
You know, that's your choice. Especially if someone else is there, then, you know, they can take you out.
Okay. So once you do your
3
job.
hours later if they choose to. But yeah, my hour is my hour. It's where I'm showing you how to do the tie, making sure that you are doing it responsibly, and so that later on, 3 hours later, if need be, you're not calling me, telling me that
You stuck.
right, or my arm is numb, or my feet. No. So yes, that part is I'm responsible for. All the rest of it,
This is so different seeing you kind of nervous when you were in your mode. You were not. You was like, "This is my show. I'm taking control." What did he have something to do with that?
yes, he did that.
Really? Is him being here making you nervous? We could put him out.
No, him being here is making me calm.
Oh wow! How long have you been married?
As I said, those are questions I don't answer because I'd be telling stories like we was like 3 years in and I thought it was like a year and a half. It went by, so I don't know.
I can see that, yeah. Sometimes I fall into relationships sometimes too. Okay, so wow, with the lifestyle and the big. So how do you switch between like your regular life and then switching into the mode when you were like teaching and serious?
So there's not really a switch. There's just like everyday life.
Okay.
So even it's funny because we have a 2-year-old.
Okay.
And so recently her thing is just messing with my rope.
Okay.
And so she was messing with it one day and I was like, oh, I'm going to fix you. And so I put her in a mermaid tie.
Okay.
And she was like, oh, it's nice, until she tried to move her legs and stand up, and it was like she was stuck. And then she was like, I was like, right, leave my rope alone. So there's not really an on and off switch.
Okay.
Like, BDSM is life, right?
Life.
It's just what I do.
Yeah.
And if I'm doing it, I'm doing it. If I'm not, I'm just not. If I have a show, now preparing for that is a little bit different than like everyday stuff. But yeah, anybody's liable to end up in some rope in the house.
How do you prepare for your shows?
Well, I guess it depends on the type of show that I'm doing. Like AWOL is more of an informative thing. Okay. So I normally just figure out the type of tie that I want to do or show, and because it's more of a watch me do what I do type thing, then it's like, okay, let me find something that's kind of fun, a little bit of creative, and then something that's like, wow.
Okay.
And then so like where it's not instruction, it's just the show, then there's a little bit of practice, because then I have a design that I have in mind for what I want it to look like at the end, and then I have to make sure that it's right before we actually get to the show.
Okay.
So
how many do you know, like how many different types of designs? Like I've heard you said something about the mermaid and different things.
That I know, or that there is, or which what's the question?
No, how many you know? How many are there, if there is a number?
Here's the thing about ties. There's hundreds of different knots. Okay. And so every different knot in its way can form a different tie. So essentially,
there's endless.
Yeah, okay. Like there's certain ones that they give it a name, the harness, the mermaid tie, the ankles, the shackles, like because of what it looks like and what it mimics. But anything literally can be like, yeah.
Wow. Okay. So, like, for preparing, how often do you have to keep watching videos and learn or study for it? Or is it just like in your free time, you're like, hey, let me go try to see if I can learn something new?
So, I actually like Rory Brainworks on YouTube. Okay. And so he has different little ties that he'll show you, but the thing that I like about him is his ties are never the same. Like, he'll show you how to do a conventional harness, and then after the harness, the design for the harness, or to join the harness and the hip harness is like two different things, and then it's all about imagination. Okay. So there's always something to learn, but then there's always something to add. Okay, all right. So, what do you know any benefits of rope play as far as for like, I know different things in BDSM can help with different triggers or PTSD possibly. I know something I heard about being flogged can help get, you know, if you was getting spanked or something, it can. So, rope is kind of like, it's therapeutic actually. It's kind of like yoga. Okay. At first, it's kind of like, might be a little uncomfortable, but once you ease into it and relax, it's like, yeah, I can just drift off to sleep here. And that's like the biggest thing in rope. Like some of the people, as I'm tying, they get so comfortable, I have to be like, okay, stand up, don't move, like keep still. Like you can't just like, you gotta still. Because you'll get stuck in whatever position you're in. No, it's like your posture. When you get comfortable, it's like at night. As you get comfortable, your body just kind of like relaxes. Slumps over. Slumps, and it's not intentional. It's just, it's a transition. Okay. And you literally can see the transition. Wow. As you tie, it's like, hey, perk up, relax. Relax, but not so much. Like, okay. And then once the tie is there, it's like, it's like, all right, now you can take a nap. Okay. Oh, what's the longest amount of time you've been tied up? Well, a design tie, couple of hours. Okay. Actual bondage tie, not long. Not long. Not long. So is there a certain limit for how long you can be tied, or is it just whatever you want? So it depends on where you're tying and the person that you're tying. Okay. Your limitations in and out of the rope. If someone has bad knees, then you can't have a leg tie that'll extend past their knees for a certain amount of time, because the numb can make the body go numb. I mean, the rope can make the body go numb. Okay. So, like, the amount of time in and out of rope really just depends on the person that you're tying.
Okay. As far as you just mentioned the bad knees, so how is there like a consultation process as far as a conversation being had with each person to figure out what would be a good one for them or what?
So yes, there is. Before any rigor ties, they need to find out certain things about the person that they're tying.
Okay.
You know, what type of tie, what did you have in mind? Because if you ask people what they have in mind, they'll normally give you this pattern or design, and then you can pretty much tell what they're looking for.
Okay.
And then based off of that, well, how long can you keep your shoulder like this or your foot like this?
Okay.
Have you stretched? You need to stretch because if you want to do this, you're definitely going to need to relax a little bit.
Okay.
And so it just really just depends.
Okay. Oh, wow. So, okay, so since you've been learning this and now you're doing events, what is your ultimate goal as far as with this? Like, do you have a plan?
Oh. Let's see. I can't say that I have a plan per se. I know that I want to be known for my rope. I want my name to be known for rope. Like I want to be a brand in that world.
Okay. Okay. Is there a particular type of rope that you like to use? Because I know you can get them from the hardware store, you can get it from the sex store, you can...
So, here's what I tell people. Yes, you can get rope from anywhere.
Okay.
However, hardware rope is not always the best rope to be trying to tie yourself with.
Okay.
Depending on who you're tying, because the rope is tough. It's like... what is it called? The paracord rope.
Okay.
And it's like it's a little stronger, it's tougher, it's made to hold and withstand. And so when you put it on the skin and you tie it and you knot it, now it's just there. It's rugged and then it's harder to tie in pretty knots. So it's like more of a bondage type rope where it's like I'm doing a quick tie. I'm like just want you to keep your hand still.
Yeah.
It depends on what. You know, what you're doing it for. Me, I prefer shibari. I prefer the design, the art in the rope. So I like a cotton rope or a jute rope.
Okay, so for y'all that don't know, or maybe I did mention it on episode before, I was able to attend AWOL, and you were the instructor there, and I was able to get tied. Oh, I did mention it, yep, because I posted a picture on the Instagram. So I was in the shibari rope. Is that what it's called? Okay, it was cotton.
Well, that's so Night has more of the hardware store rope.
Okay.
But it's not the paracord rope, but that's his rope is
so maybe like medium. It got like softer. That was in
my
the
rope.
hard.
So the rope that
Okay. Pulling out your rope. Oh, this feels totally different.
Right. You see what I'm saying now?
Oh, wow. Okay. So how do you think I would like this? Because, I like this kind of hard. I like it kind of hard. I was like, give me more.
And so you'd be surprised because you'd prefer that one if you did it.
I would.
Yes.
So this could still get me.
Trust me, you're going nowhere.
I'm going up. See, okay. I was lying with the rope that we did at the event. I got out. I took myself out. I wasn't as tight as y'all thought I was. I was like, okay, I'm playing. I really can get it out.
Well, it wasn't meant for you to be too tight. But then again, that's like I said, that rope you can't really pull it and tie it as tight as you can this.
Because that wasn't what you used.
Right. You see the different texture in the rope?
Oh, yeah, because this... Okay, y'all, so for those... We don't have video yet, we're going to do a little demonstration. This is that material, like on your jogging pants when you tie a knot, and if it get too tight, and sometimes you can't quite get the knot out, that's what this is right here. I might get stuck. Wow. How long are the rope?
So these are 30 feet.
Okay, is that typically how long?
They come from 10. Some people sell them at 25. Some people sell them at 30, 50, 60, 100.
So I could
it
get
just
mummy
depends.
if I wanted to.
Yes.
Oh my god. That's exciting.
Yes, you could literally be mummified in rope.
Mummified and stuck in rope. Mm-hmm. Wow. So with you being, do you and your husband have fun with this at home? Like when you're tired of, does he try to like play with you knowing you can't?
Torture me? Torture me is the word that you're looking for. It's called torture. Yes. Torture me is the word that you're looking for. This is not the point. The word is torture.
Have you tried any other things? Well, okay, so with the bondage, okay, you got the rope. I do the blindfold too, and like.
So I have a very long list of kinks.
Okay. And this is just one of the newest ones. Is that what you're saying?
It's not necessarily one of the newest ones. It's just one.
Okay.
Of a couple, maybe many.
Oh, wait a minute. I want to get into these kinks you got. Wait a minute. What are some other kinks? I got some kinks too. I'm a little kinky thing.
Oh my. Let's see. Impact is one of my kinks.
Impact. I just heard.
Flogging,
okay,
spanking.
That falls all into that. Okay, I just learned about that. Okay.
Fire and wax.
Okay. Wait, so are these kinks that you do to other people or you get done to you?
Both.
Okay. Wow. So, are you a dom?
I'm a switch.
You're a switch, so you can be either or. Mm-hmm. On which how you feeling right now?
I'm always feeling very switchy.
Okay. I like that. I think, certain nights that I'm a switch as well. I think I'm more dominant with females and more, I try to be subby, kind of, but I'm brat at the same time. Because you're going to be like, do this. I'm be like, no. And then I'm be like, okay. So I can switch it off back and forth a little bit. But I like to think I'm a dom. I think so. I like to be in control. I like to be the boss. I think I would like to learn how to tie someone up. Like, have you had any weird requests, like, as far as tying them up? Anyone?
Well, this guy wanted his dick tied.
Oh?
He wanted a situational tie.
That's what that's called.
With his dildo in the back.
Okay.
And his dick bonded in front.
Okay. And were you able to meet his needs?
Sure, why not?
Oh my God.
I am an equal opportunist.
And that is great. So, are most of these people black or white, or are they just
rainbow?
Rainbow. So you don't get nervous.
No, people no.
No. So, okay, quick question about that. So, was his dick on hard or soft while you was tying it?
It started off on hard, but it eventually went down to soft. But then after, it was like, it's a fight. It's a struggle trying to figure out up, down, and yeah, he had fun though.
Wow. So, was he able to actually have an orgasm from that? And then you let him keep that rope.
That was definitely his rope. So I tell people all the time, yes, please have your own rope. Okay. Depending on what you want. Okay. I'm very, very clear on, I feel like these are your juices and they belong to you, so you should keep them. I did not ask for them, and neither did my rope. So you need to have your own rope that you can secrete on. Yay, you.
So when you do these, when you, I guess, work, I guess it's called work, kind of, like, do they come to you or you go to them?
Both.
Both? Mm-hmm. So you're like...
It just depends.
Okay, because I don't know, I would be like, kind of, I don't know what's going to happen. What if they, like, get mad or something, and they get out? I'm like, wait a minute, and then you got to tie it back up.
Well, I can honestly say
Okay.
I have never had anyone get out of a tie.
Oh, wow. Oh, wow.
Ever.
You had to help them get back out.
If I don't let you out, you are not getting out of my rope.
Oh.
And I don't cut my rope.
Oh, I like it. I like it. Wow. So besides the penis tie, that was the string. So he had the dildo in the back, and then he had it tied, and wow. I'm pretty... Yeah.
So basically, he was sitting on his dildo.
Okay.
Basically
So
riding it.
He's up for... Okay.
He's riding it.
Okay.
It's on the chair. He's riding it.
Okay.
His dick is tied. So as he goes up, it pulls. As he comes down, it releases.
Oh.
And so he's fighting between being hard, being soft, being hard and being pulled at, being soft and then going back down and being aroused again. And so the situational tie is the up and the down of the dildo.
Wow.
And because the dildo goes nowhere, the rope goes nowhere. It just pulls him as he goes up and down.
Wow. And his hands were free at this moment.
Not necessarily.
Okay. Oh my goodness. Wait a minute. So is there a situational tie for females?
There's always a situational tie. There's a situational tie for everything. Like when I said to you the night of AWOL,
Okay.
you would have made a really good situational tie.
Really?
The toy, the rope was like, yeah, nice little hog tie. Sit you there and
Yeah, because
turn it on and let it go.
I had on my vibrating panties during this experience, y'all, and I did not have the remote to these panties, so I had no control, and I enjoyed that. That is incredible. Even though the person with the remote should have kept it on a little longer, it's okay. It's okay, you guys. So, I was not able to reach my climax, but that was my goal. But I don't know if I would have because I was so excited. I don't know.
Oh, yeah, you would have.
Well, okay, explain to the listeners, how was I acting during this event? What was I doing? Because I know it was a hot mess. I got some pretty pictures, though.
Oh, you came in hot in the pants.
I kind of took over the show. I was like, no, you gonna stand next to us. And I don't even care about nobody else learning.
Yeah, pretty much. Then you met every word of it. You was like, look, I came here to get a fix, and we're going to get me this fix tonight, right now. Okay? Hello? Somebody, anybody,
I know.
listen.
I know.
I was like, oh, she was serious. I feel sorry for Buddy tonight. He's going to be
Nothing
abused.
happened.
I'm surprised.
I woke up extremely horny and just...
I'm sure. I thought you was going to rape him for sure when y'all got home.
No.
I was like, he is in for a night of his life. She is going to rape the shit out of him.
You were scared for him.
What? I was like, baby, if all these people wasn't in this room, you'd be in trouble.
Wait a minute, I was not that bad.
To shit you say. Oh, my bad.
You good.
Yes.
Yeah, and I woke up very, very horny and very frustrated. I think I cussed out 3 people that day.
I'm sure.
And my toy was not doing anything for me. I was like, oh, fuck you.
I'm telling you, I was like, look, she is going to demolish that polar fella.
Unfortunately, that was not the case. And then I was just horny all week. It just kept going. It's just never ending trail. But hopefully, we shall see. But all right, so anything else you want to mention about the rope play? Or you want to tell anyone who's maybe interested, any advice you want to give about it?
No, you pretty much do what you would do if you're interested. There's things to do to learn. Yes, safety is number one concern in rope, and consent.
Okay.
Please do not go around just tying people up because you feel like it. You cannot do that. It is against the law.
Okay.
I promise you can go to jail.
You just tie someone up and leave them there?
You can't do that either. You have to go back and check on them. You cannot leave them for more than an hour.
More than an hour. So every hour, check on them.
No, after an hour, let them go.
See, okay, see, I would have messed everybody up.
Right.
What was that? I seen something. Oh my God! Have you watched on Netflix? What is that movie? Pose.
I don't think so.
Okay. It was this scene where the guy wanted to be tied up and put in the chest and left in the basement of his house and wanted them to leave him for the whole weekend. Like, they can live in the house upstairs but leave him down there and do not let him go until Sunday, like for a whole weekend. And they literally did. She came and checked on him. I think he wanted her to, like, pee on him. Maybe I'm making it up. I don't know. But he did not want to be, like...
Now, again, you have some that enjoy that to the max and will stay the weekend, but they're checked on. Come back periodically, make sure.
Feed them, maybe? You feed them?
You can give them some water to a store. You necessarily got to feed them. But,
oh, wait a minute. That's another kind of torture right there. Maybe I need that. Maybe I'll lose some weight if I just get tied up and left and I will look into that one.
There are definitely easier methods than that one.
Woo, wow. Okay, so now we're going to move on into story time. And I want you to give a story about an experience. It could be good, bad. It could be nasty.
I'm not good at stories.
No, something that happened, anything pop into mind. Maybe a couple together want to be tied together. I don't know. And maybe people start having sex with the rope on. Anything. And they, I don't know.
There was a tie that I did with our slave and two guys. And they were tied to her in a situational tie. One had her by the neck, giving oral, and the other one had her by the hips, fucking her.
Oh,
that was a pretty interesting night. That was a nice scene.
So they was able to move, and so with them, they weren't stuck or like.
No, there was enough rope that
they could do the motion,
and they were tied. Like she couldn't go anywhere; she was stuck.
So if he wanted to slam her real hard, he was able to just pound her, and she
didn't know where to go.
Oh my God!
The harder he pounded, the
deeper her mouth went on his penis. So it takes teamwork. So
make the dream work.
So he can't tell her slow down. He got to talk to him. Like the dudes had to talk, or
yeah, they had to coincide because she was just stuck in the middle of them.
And how long was that going for?
She had fire and what else? There was a few different things in between of that.
Waterboarding? Wait a minute. I thought that's when they put your head under the water. No, they put a bag of it, a towel, and it feels like you're drowning. And that's a part of BDSM? Nobody, wait a minute, you didn't tell me about this one.
That's not my kink.
Okay, so
but
wow, so she didn't even want to breathe.
Oh no, she's definitely, she loves choking, everything, the whole 9 kit and caboodle, the smothering, everything. It is just exhilarating to her. Wow. She's on cloud 9. I'm talking about cloud 9.
I want to see this. Wait a minute. I want to learn more about this. Because it's funny, I always kind of make a joke where I'm like, when I'm having sex, I want to die. Like, choke me. I want to see the light, but then just bring me back. Or if I pass out, do CPR and don't let me die all the way, but I kind of want to die. Like, I want it there, and it's like, from you seeing how I was, like, I want more, like, and I'm like, they're not listening to me. I'm talking in my head, like, what the hell is going on? I'm begging, please. That's okay, though. We should have gave him a microphone. Wait, we got video footage? Okay. Oh, my.
So she had it.
Okay, she's tied up, guys. Her toy
It's tied into her rope.
and she's in the tub. She's finna orgasm like hell.
Oh yeah, she's good at like a motherfucker.
Oh, wow. And see, I don't even know how to squirt. I've squirted before, but I don't know how. So how do y'all know when it's enough? She
has a tap.
She has a tap.
Yeah, so you didn't see the tap.
Okay. Oh my fucking goodness.
And so she has a tap, which was on her foot. So she tapped twice, and it was time to stop.
Oh my.
And so there's always
goodness.
a safe word. Even if you can't say it, there's a signal or something. So you didn't see it on the video, but
she tapped.
She tapped, and it was time to stop.
Oh my God. I'm learning so much stuff. Have you experienced that before?
No, waterboarding is not my thing.
How does one know what's their thing? Like, don't you gotta try to know? Or
yeah.
Oh, so you did try it? No. Do you like regular water, like swimming?
I love the beach. Let me tell you, I'm an island girl. I love the water.
Okay. But
drowning?
You like it hit the water.
I'm good with the diving. The whole drowning part is where you lost me.
Ooh. Uh-oh. It's extreme. We should have got... Is what play? Hello. Breath play. Uh-oh.
No, because they can't hear you back there.
Yeah.
Yes, they are.
Breath play. Okay, I've been hearing about that in, like, meditation, too. It's like... You can breathe through, cause I think I can have an orgasm without being touched, and
That's tantric.
That's tantric. Okay. So, wait. Okay, y'all. We bringing the husband on to the mic, cause he got all the information. He finna give us some more. Okay, we're gonna let you go ahead and introduce yourself to our listeners. You make sure you speak into the mic.
I am Master O.
Okay.
I have been in BDSM for about 30 years.
Mm-hmm.
I was born into a BDSM poly household, so I tried to fight it for a long time, and then I just became who I am and comfortable with who I am.
So you have, like, your dad had multiple wives, or they?
No, he only had one wife.
Poly swingers.
Yes.
Oh wow! So, growing up like that, I'm sorry. So it was a good experience, I'm assuming.
Yeah.
Well, why did you try to fight it?
Because the marriage ended badly, and so I was confused about BDSM versus the bad side of what happened.
Okay.
So I tried to be normal, but even my version of normal included some primal play and a few other things.
Okay, primal play. Okay, so that's a new one, y'all. What's primal play?
Primal play is, for me, it is a sign of dominance over my sexual partner, either through biting or scratching, or I have a tendency to growl because I'm a bigger guy. Mm-hmm. It can involve many different types of animalistic behavior. Predatory.
Okay. So I've seen, like, she's more subby now. Like, when you come around, kind of.
She's not so much. Where is that thing?
What is it?
It's on the other side.
It's gone.
No, it's not.
Oh, you scratched him.
No, those are her teeth.
Oh, you bite him.
It's on the other side.
You like being big. That's the animal side.
Because I've never been a bottom or a switch.
Okay.
When I met her and she started to develop into my person,
okay,
I didn't mind her experimenting on me. And so one of our first types of early play was the primal war, especially during sex. Who was going to bite where and who was going to leave the most marks, and it became a challenge to my dominance. So it was interesting.
Wow, so she was like kind of challenging you. And yeah, and I can imagine that in the bedroom. It's like, like, oh my God, that's intense. That is intense. So you was telling us more about this waterboarding and then the other.
Waterboarding is, most people list it under water sports.
Okay.
No, water play. Because water
play.
sports is you pee or golden shower
Y'all
or
like
any
that?
variation.
I'm into that.
Yes, I have indulged in quite a few kinks.
Oh.
So water play is more about the drowning, but even that can be subcategorized under breath play, which is choking or taking someone's air or restricting their airflow.
Okay, so there's a proper way to choke someone.
Yes.
Okay, and so I do it this way. Am I gonna kill somebody?
You need to bring your hand lower. And
Lower.
don't put your
I'm going for the kill.
don't put your thumb over their artery.
Somebody.
I love it. Okay, I'm sorry.
Not like that though.
Okay, wait.
You can't.
Don't go
the blood, the flow of the artery or the main artery right there.
Okay.
You don't want to hold.
They'll pass out.
They'll pass out, and that's bad.
But if you move your hand, they'll still breathe. They'll just be unconscious.
Oh my God. Okay, wait. You got this, BD? We got him in here. If I choke him, then I don't want to kill him. So I'm trying to properly learn how to choke you, okay?
And then most people think that when you choke, you have to close your hand.
Oh, no, you could. Am I choking my hand so little? I don't know.
You can cuff under the throat.
Okay.
One of the first things I showed her was how to apply pressure over the lungs.
Oh, so you can choke from the front. You can.
If you press down over their lungs,
I won't breathe.
it'll be really hard to breathe.
And then it's extra exciting to do when you're having an orgasm.
Because it's going to intensify it. Or
you can just put your hand over their mouth.
Put your hand over the mouth, BDE. You heard that? He's taking my shit. You see, I run them away. Wow, okay. Wow, so do you enjoy it being done on you or no?
I let her do it.
Okay, because
she's the only person that I have ever let top me during sex or a scene.
Okay.
It's just the way I am. I've always been a dominant. I've always been predatory by nature. So.
Okay. So you do the training to be the dom, like, because I think they say you gotta like practice and have some have a mentor or something. So
I had several mentors. I even have people that I go to for questions on training or even just questions in general. She and I read different books and we discuss them, and then if we disagree, then we'll call in somebody with other experiences or a different point of view.
Okay. So her specialty, she said, it's going to be bond. Well, it is rope. So what is yours? What do you want to be known for? Or like, I know it's so many lists, but what is like the top? They're like, we're going to call him because we know.
Let's see. Right now, one of my favorite kinks is fire and knives. I've always been.
Oh my God. I love the fire. Did y'all see my video? Y'all, I am a fool. When that fire touched me, I forgot I didn't see anybody else in the room. Is it supposed to be like that? I ain't never been that relaxed in my life. Like, let me show y'all a little. Okay, well, this is one. I don't know if you know Sir Phoenix.
Mm-hmm.
Yes. So this was at AWOL in April. And I experienced this.
Yeah, he's one of the people that I have discussions with.
Really? Yes. Oh my God. And I didn't want to start, and then I got mad because I was like, it's over. But I didn't turn up as hard as I did. And I was like.
Him and his.
Do we need to bring.
What's her name?
Yeah, he calls her Muffin.
It's incorrect for us to. I don't know her name.
Her name. Yes, a slave. Oh, okay.
He did a peacock
on
her one time.
With the needle play, yes.
Yes.
Oh my gosh.
Beautiful.
So he's artistic.
She's a masochist, and he had the needle, he had the peacock feathers, and it was lined in her back, and she had a perfect peacock arch. It was so pretty.
Wow.
They are amazing.
So
Oh, yeah.
it's not so much the cake, but finding people who let you do it.
But it's the
Perform.
trust too, because I'm all into that. But the reason I think I was so comfortable with him being able to play on me was how comfortable she was with him, and when I seen them together, and I was like, okay, she alright, she ain't die, so let's see. Like, that was a big thing for me, because if she would have been hesitant or anything, I would have been like, oh hell no, not me. But she was amazing.
Yes, they are an awesome couple.
Yeah.
They are nice.
Yeah, I think they were supposed to be performing in Apache today.
I'm not sure.
Props.
They will be in Baltimore for the fetish
MSC.
ball.
Wow. And then I had no idea that the knife play and whites play go together, because I said I wanted to try it, but I didn't know. They was like, well, how do you think it's gonna come off? I thought it was just feel off.
They don't have to. It's more sensual and exciting to see the light and candlelight glint off the knives. Sometimes we do use wax with our knife play, but most of the time we don't.
Oh wow! And we did talk about, we seen the Grand Mistress. She performed it, and then she licked the blood, and it was just like, wow.
And then, like I said, because the cakes have levels.
Mhm.
If you have someone you can do those things with to that level, it's great.
Yeah.
But if you don't, and people see that, then it's like, oh my God.
They gonna get freaked out.
Because even if she stands up, you see.
Her scratch marks or something. Oh, they gonna call the people on y'all. Oh, can I touch it?
Yeah, and there's never been any blood.
Oh wow!
I leave marks.
They call
lasting
them
marks.
trophies.
Mm-hmm.
That's what Surfing is slave. She called they call them trophies on her butt, and the spankings and the bruises.
Yeah.
Wow. So you didn't? Oh, y'all didn't do the blood. Okay.
It's not as deep as you would have seen her do.
Okay.
It's just surface.
Okay.
It's not like a whole open cut.
So do y'all like plan this? Are y'all like, okay, tonight is we going there, or do y'all, all the sex y'all have is out there, or is it, do y'all have vanilla sex? Is there such thing?
I think the closest we come to vanilla is edging.
Oh,
We don't do vanilla.
y'all don't do vanilla. Like, what about a little quickie? Like, you just, the baby took a nap and you just want to get, y'all don't, ain't no such thing. It's gonna be something. So do you think you need that in order to climax? You need that extra. Is it like one thing, like once Pandora's door, like once you open the box, it's like now you can't go back. You gotta have extreme.
I wouldn't say extreme, because some of the stuff is intimate, just between she and I.
Okay.
But to have regular sex after you've been doing what we do
Yeah.
to each other so long, it's kind of like, yeah, that was.
That'll be some mind-blowing regular sex. This shit ain't finna last long. I'm so sorry. We ain't finna do this. Sir, no.
Yeah, and then, oh my God.
What is it? Go ahead.
We had invited someone to play with us. And they were giving me head, and I was watching TV. And I was like, okay, I'm never going to come. She's going to be so mad at me.
Why weren't you gonna come? It wasn't enjoyable. You were bored.
No, she was doing her best A1 job.
Her best, not the best.
I'm sure people who she's done it before would be like, wow, babe, thanks. And I was,
But what did you? Okay,
Go ahead. Finish your story.
yeah.
when we do things, there's a sense of excitement, a thrill to it.
Okay.
Doing normal things.
Okay.
So, great. You have my dick in your mouth, but now what?
Well, I mean, what do you expect? Because I wouldn't even know what to do. What else?
One of my earliest kinks was gagging.
Okay.
So
That's a kink?
if you're not choking,
I thought it was normal.
from
Okay.
everybody.
Levels.
They're
Okay.
The gagging is definitely a level.
most people think gagging is she got my balls are wet or my pants are wet. No,
you
literally, I want you to make this choice between air and
dick. Which one do you want right now?
and then how long can you go without air?
Oh my God, I love it. I love it. So why didn't you just like say that? You didn't.
No, baby came here.
Oh, so you just showed her. It was like, all right, let me help you out. You're gonna be doing this all night.
Tried to.
Oh.
Didn't work.
So, do you have a conversation with people you bring in beforehand and let them know, like, this is what we expect, this is what we're into? Are you into this, or is it just we're gonna see if they?
Yeah.
Everybody says they're a masochist.
Okay.
Everybody says they enjoy a good spank.
Okay.
Very few people that we've met have been able to have a whole over the knee hand spank.
Over the knee hand spanking? Just your hand?
Mm-hmm.
Is it that hard? Oh no, I'm scared. Okay. You probably. I feel like you're knocking the hell out of them with this. You doing some. Okay.
But my wife will take a nap while she's getting a spank.
She can fall asleep. She faking. She real
No,
sleep.
she
Like
will
she
be snoring for real.
I'm so relaxed. I go straight to sleep. I'm a masochist. The pain is like, oh yes. And I am, by the time especially when I can't sleep, it's like, yeah, it's definitely time. I need a nap, and this is going to put me straight to bed.
My God.
And people will see him, and it's like, you can't. There's no way you could be sleeping. Like, how are you sleeping? I'm like, you don't understand. The ease is like a complete yeah, I'm good. It's nap time now. Pacifier and all that.
What?
Like a big baby look.
And what do you think about? How do you feel about that?
The first time.
She was the hardest person to convince.
Mm-hmm.
What I told her was, I like different things.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm going to have to show you how to associate pain with
Pleasure.
orgasm.
Oh.
So I'm going to do things
Okay.
that hurt, and I'm going to do things that you like. And then after a while, your mind and your body will believe the two are the same. So that the next time I do something that hurts, you'll be able to cover.
Wow.
And the biggest argument we had in our whole marriage was, come right now.
Now you can
Not happening.
Now you can come on demand. Or,
Ooh.
She did one time. She was so mad at me.
Oh my God.
She was so mad at me.
What? What's wrong with that?
Oh my dear. Where do we begin?
What's wrong with that?
The sadist that I know? Yeah,
But she will do it to our slave without hesitation.
Oh, wait a minute. That ain't fair.
What? What is this word you speak of?
Okay.
Where did they come up with that?
I have this thing. I don't know. Does this put me on the spectrum or something? Like, am I something out there? So it's like my nipples. I like my nipples pinched really, really hard, and I can orgasm off my nipples just being pinched without anything being touched down there. What does it say about me?
You might be a little bit of a masochist.
I'm not. It's just like, and I'll just do the mental, and then I'll do the Kegels, and pinch my nipples, and I can come. That's.
Yeah, she's definitely trained.
Oh my God, I'm trainable.
Remember I told you the lady at AWOL is like, she was hot, like put her in the rope one time and orgasm overload would be absolutely amazing. Mm-hmm. Need who I was talking about.
Oh, that was me. You talked about me. That is exciting. Okay. Woo, all right.
Yeah, but you hate stuff like that. See, that's not fair that you do it to people.
Yes, indeed. It's not about what's done to me. It's what about it's the pleasure that it's given.
Do you
It's
orgasm?
better to give than it is to
She
receive.
hates orgasm overload.
Okay.
She
Can you
used to-
watch somebody and see them and then just come?
Who, me?
Yeah, no, that ain't happening.
Oh, yeah, sometimes, depending on what's going on. Oh, yeah, we are having a good fucking time right over here. Damn skippy. However, like, you know, certain things you just gotta cut out. Hold on, that's a little bit too much. Let's just put a pause, put a pin in that for now.
How many orgasms can you have?
What was your number?
What was your number?
43?
You gave up at 43.
40 fucking 3? You done died?
I died.
You died?
I died for 2 days.
You died? After one, I'm like, oh my God. I'm trying to build up my stamina. I am. We're going to move on to this.
Oh,
I
no.
wanna get that.
I was told
Okay.
Oh, yeah.
very early on
She's younger than
in
I
a
am.
relationship
Okay.
that being as in there's a 10-year difference in age. One orgasm should equal to 10 orgasms, and that will make up the difference in age so that we'll live long out there together.
Wow.
But, you know, for every one of his, there's 10.
10 for you. And what if it don't happen? You just gonna hold out for to your next one, or
Yeah, there's no options.
so? Okay, there is a difference between an orgasm and like coming and nutting, right? For females, right? Because like I can have the little ones, but that big explosive, that ain't. No, it's always the big explosive. The leg shaking.
What she does is, I told her, I know how to make you come. If you spend some time with me, I will multiply that intensity to a level that you cannot believe.
Okay.
And we had a fight.
Y'all had a fight.
Yes.
Y'all like fighting because y'all like the makeup part about it.
No, like she was like, no. Once you come and it hurts here, you're supposed to stop.
Right. You can come again.
No. If look, if your abdomen feel like you just went through a workout, that means it's time for you to stop.
Okay. No,
Okay,
but he said no.
Right. And here is where we get into the argument. Look at here. When my stomach is cramping, like I just went through a whole ab workout. Yeah, nah, this ain't fun no more. This is time to stop. This is becoming labor.
Okay.
Look, you know, they say you're supposed to exercise is you know, sex is a good exercise. This is beyond exercise.
Maybe I'm not having enough orgasms, and that's why I can't get rid of this goddamn belly. Okay, got it. Bro, I got that. Okay, so I need to keep coming. So once you come, you just keep. So how do y'all know when sex is over?
One of us passes out.
Right, somebody is passed out. There is a moment of, and you'll hear one or the other with the snoring. Whoever that is has ended the night.
So how long does it typically last? And then we're gonna get to the time.
In between, let's see. It always starts off as, you ready to start over?
Right.
So y'all just keep going.
Yeah.
So y'all don't believe in quickies.
Like, if
A
you
lot
saw her
of
naked,
them over the day, like, you know, maybe like if you start one at 10 and end it somewhere around 10 o'clock at night, then yeah, you know.
That was a quickie?
Yeah, it's a bunch of them in between there.
Okay.
But just like one and that's no.
Y'all never just had sex one time a day?
No, because she can come, and I like making her come. I know different ways to make her come. So, yeah, throughout the day, we try to get it as many as we can.
I've been doing it wrong. I've been motherfucking doing it wrong. And then you tell you, then I tapped out that one time. I was like, just give me a break. I was like, fuck that, I'm gonna sleep. Oh my God, okay. Wow. You need to, oh, you cramping? That means you gotta keep going, push through.
I did an ab stage, so they're balled up.
Oh, I was like, keep through. Okay, so, okay, we're gonna fast. Okay, so now we have to squeeze it out segment where you can let out anything that's been frustrating you for the week, anything you wanna let go, somebody pissed you off, anything. Who gonna start with it? He thinking.
She won't let me use the spreader bar and bite her clit.
You wanna bite that clit? He wanna bite that clit? You want to like that? Is that a song? What's wrong with that? Oh, not
Because she
yet.
comes instantly.
Oh.
And he does not know when to stop.
Okay.
And so the spreader bar means she can't close her legs. So.
Actually, I just bought one of those. Well, no, it's not the. I got the bondage thing, and it where
The one that goes
my legs,
like this?
and I can't move my legs. I haven't used it. I got it. Oh my god.